Second against seventh. They've been the kings of the road so far this year, Collingwood. Can they get another win in Sydney? Simpson won it down against Grundy, who tries to get after it at ground level. Hopper, plenty of kicks for him this year, but Grundy will track this one down. And De Goey is normally a very good user out of the middle. Spoil affected by Taylor, given the assignment on Myercheck. Now the kick from Adams. A big inclusion for the Pies. Mason Cox able to create the contest. De Goey following through. This kick intended for Cameron, getting away from Howe. Holding things up, he's told to play on. Jeremy Cameron does just that. Goes deep, Mumford's there. And so is Finlayson. Jeremy Cameron to play on. Quick kick found Finlayson, who had a rest last week, but hits the ground running this evening.
Finn Appleby, I mean, they'll love that every single time, the GWS Giants. So I'm just seeing the runner at the moment out with Appleby. So he's gone straight to Appleby. I think he's trying to find a potential different matchup. But right now, you'd be isolating Appleby and Finlayson at every opportunity.
He's going to link up with side bottom again. The Giants a little casual there. Kick into the pocket. Hacked off the ground. De Goey is capable. Grundy that time. Hopper gets his hands on it once more. Oh, how good's that from Mumford inside forward 50. And the free kick has been spotted against Cameron. Cox and Grundy the targets. Haynes brought it down. Grundy gets after it again. Main, his eyes are lighting up. Played it pretty cleverly. Socketed it to his own advantage and sets up Brown, who kicks Collingwood's first.
To be in too much difficulty there. Obviously it was a solid bump, but I think he'll be okay. He'll recover from that. Brett DeLeo will be ruining this opportunity, won't he? There's an airy. And he has another go. Doesn't get any boot on that either. But this is the value of Brodie Grundy, the ability to keep the ball alive and play like a ruck rover.
And Brown coming off 4 behinds and no goal.
One out with Maynard.
Looks for him in the pocket. Maynard getting across the face will give away a free kick. He's kicked 26 goals this year. Harry Himmelberg, 22 goal assists as well. #1 in the comp. Here we go. Himmelberg bringing it back, and that's a beautiful finish from the boundary line.
On the other wingman, way out on the other side of the ground there. So rolling the dice a little bit, working okay right now.
It's a great advantage for the Giants. It's going to wind up with Cameron, who can kick them from here. He's looking at options.
Kick, hit the target, goal opportunity for the Giants.
26 goals in 7 games against Collingwood. Cameron from beyond 50, a confidence-boosting strike. He's 1 away from 50.
Collingwood, but they look likely every time they go forward, and I like the way they're swinging it around a little bit. They're having various different looks out of the goal square, Jace. They've been prepared to try and isolate the one that they think is going to work for them best. And in Himmelberg and Cameron too.
Little fumble by Pendlebury there, and this will work out for Bobby Hill. He kicked 3 last week. He's going to set up Himmelberg, and the Giants will have 4.
Advantage the Giants.
He was goalless last week for the first time in a couple of months, but he's got 2 in the opening term. Harry Himmelberg, and it's 4 straight.
From off his knees. This is something you don't see too often, and that's...
You've got to ask the question, Jace, about the finger.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't fumble. Scott Pendlebury doesn't fumble. But he's had finger surgery. He'd have it strapped with some sort of a splint, and the fumbles cost them a goal.
This guy's electrifying, isn't he, Bobby Hill?
And his work rate is off the charts.
Yeah. Deserved a better kick from Cameron.
Oh, Green's kick was a beauty. A little slip there. It's to last week when the Giants were goalless at quarter time against Richmond down at the G. Cameron to continue this red-hot start. They can't miss.
Able to score. Leon Cameron's pre-game preparation, whatever it was, however much work they've done in putting this team together in this game.
Lloyd got his hands on it. Williams links up with Perryman. And Tomlinson getting his fair share out on that far side. Lloyd pulls the kick, and Finlayson's found again.
Appleby trying to play on Finlayson. Quaynor in his 3rd or 4th game at another matchup.
Likes to come around the corner, Finlayson. 6 straight for the Giants. He's got a couple as well. This is a stunning start from GWS.
Behind the ball, and the Giants just kept bombing it to him. They continue to find one-on-one opportunities for their forwards, kicks to the advantage of their forward, and you can just see that having the ruckman deep
Mumford got it going the Giants' way again. Cameron meets it full on and able to get a kick away. Up they go again. Hill at ground level. Can he steady and kick another one? First minor score, but he was oh so close.
The contest, and there's Mummy saying no cheap marks here in this game.
Oh, they're leading the comp the last month, the Giants. Now they're bringing all aspects of the game. As Hill puts the pressure on, inside forward 50, sets up Lloyd, gives him plenty of room, and add one more, no. Just
Whitfield and Green and Williams, they're three that are just dominant at the moment, and here they go again.
Deledio goes long, they've got a one-on-one deep, and the Giants will win that too. Finlayson all over the top of Quainer.
It doesn't work. It's working for the Giants all the time.
That's exactly right, and as he kicks a goal, he does, yes he does. Marks inside 50 to your point. In their forward 50, he's taken 6 marks already. They've kicked 7 goals, and they that defensive group can't hide the fact that they are giving up, centimetres.
Yep.
And the bottom line is they're marking everything that's coming their way. So there's no ground ball for them to run out. It's working beautifully. Who they're picking on in the footy sense, and it's working.
Taranto elects to go high, and up go the Giants again. Slap clear that time. Williams at ground level. How's the bounce? Well, Taranto, no-look handball out in front of Daniels, who lost his feet. Went to the voice of Green. Big up and under. Plenty of Collingwood players back, but a free kick is spotted. And it's going the way of Jeremy Cameron, who's kicked 50 goals for the season. Now he can bring up 50 for the game, and he will. 50 metres.
Well, that's for copping a mouthful, I think.
Jeremy Howe grabbed his arm. That was a free kick.
Well, the fact is they're under pressure.
Well, who saw this coming? The Giants have 50, and there's still plenty of time before quarter time.
Giants, they've rolled the dice. They've made some moves. Williams into the middle has been as effective as anything. He's had 8 out of the middle. Whitfield, we know, is always going to find plenty of footy. Toby Green, they said, you be captain and you go into the middle. He's had 12 possessions. And that's not even mentioning a forward group this is as big a slaughter inside 50 as I've seen for the year. Draw up a first quarter that he'd like. I don't think even he could have imagined this.
No.
So Pendlebury goes long to the pocket. Look at all the numbers. Back Grundy!
Gee, that's a mark.
Was a team lifter. Now they need him to finish, and he's nowhere near it. Doesn't register. Ground level against Taylor. De Goey was there. Took a man on. Now going into the middle. Great play, De Goey. Howe moves it on to Crisp. One man inside forward 50, and he found him. Crocker.
That's 50.
Oh, that hurts. That absolutely hurts. Jake Steen, you just don't want to make what probably should be a goal of certainty. Moment of your life, should you miss, when you know that the mark's going all the way to the goal line. But there he is, look, probably nothing in it. If
the options, they find De Goey. Well-weighted kick here for Myercheck, who's just run away from Taylor.
Well, they're getting up higher.
So he's found it tough from this angle, as just about everyone does. So Myercheck across the face. Cox not giving up on it. Crocker for 2 in the turn, but there's a goal. Gets a hand in. Now the Pies converge. Brown goes underground almost. Now he opens up some room to kick his second goal of the day, but he hooked it. And again presents. Maynard able to get a spoil in from behind. A little over-aggressive there, Jezza.
I think they'll mind that, Brenton. I think they quite enjoy it, as long as he hasn't been reported, which I don't think he has in this.
So is that a switch or just a handover with Maynard going to Cameron?
Bobby Hill just lurking out the back, and it's not going to get that far at the moment. Up goes Quainer, and Howe again. Another intercept mark from this guy.
Just go quick. Go quick and give him the chance. Go wide for your first option.
Finds a teammate. Not the best kick. Allows Tomlinson to go the other way. Oh, great rise from who else but Jeremy Howe with the hang on centre wing. Can take a hanger.
Well, he does it for fun, doesn't he?
Down centre wing. Main made a bit of room for himself, then Mumford was coming the other way. Now Chris Main has an opportunity to go back to Treloar, does the team thing, and here go the Pies, well read by Crocker.
Well, I needed this.
A footy this year, 25th overall. He's already kicked 1 after a 50-metre penalty, and make it 2 for Crocker in the turn.
What you do is you wrestle back control of the game, and that's what Collingwood have been able to do. Winning more of the footy, starting to get things on a really even keel, and then having some territory, playing a lot of the game down in the Giants' forward half. Now they're creating opportunities, haven't quite kicked the score they should have, but they get them.
Inside forward 50. goes the home team. What can they do with it? Mumford, of all people, spins his way out of traffic, and Himmelberg's a chance. Brings it down one-handed, and they will get on the board. So a third Giant has 3 goals straight, and they finally hit the scoreboard in the final minute of the second quarter.
Fighting hard, but it's just size and weight, and he knows how much and how hard they'd work to get it back to 30 points. So that one really does hurt at right on the halftime siren. But gee,
one last chance here for Collingwood. Hopper flicks it towards the boundary line. Treloar, seconds ticking away. Can they get a kick away? Not now, as Reid gets his hand on it, and they celebrate a little late win.